Look at this thing next to us. The Nissan Titan, as in Titan using gas. Sorry, Nissan for you guys in the US. What is it with this game that gives me stomach problem? Not as bad as yesterday, I will say that. It's not as bad as yesterday. As soon as I sat down ready to go for this, we've got some scenery going, sort of. Oh, now he speeds up. Let's get in the middle lane and speed up, shall we? Let's not do it in the fast lane. Possibly. I mean, it hasn't been too bad of late. Last night was the first time I took me pill for the indigestion reflux type thing. But I was fine. I do lower my seat for when I'm using the wheel compared to where I normally have it at, but that's because that seemed to help with it. Which I forgot to do yesterday, so maybe that's why it felt a little worse yesterday than it does today. But saying that, at least it wasn't as bad as it used to get. And I was only mentioning it because I had nothing else to talk about right at this point in time. I can't think of anything else. It's not, like I said, it's not as bad as yesterday. It's just there. So where do you think we have the garage in Wyoming? Causey, whereabouts? I won't know until I get there. Get ready to what? GPS? Exit right, okay. Sure. Oh, 75 miles an hour. As soon as I put my foot down to 60. This is real interesting driving in this view, I'll tell you that. Here we go. The textures of, we know there's things to look at. 13 grand, look at that. Why don't I get that in ETS? That's what I don't understand. Even with the drivers that are making money. I mean, like I said, some of the ones we moved were like one of the beginning ones, and they're fully leveled up. That are not making us money now, but the majority of our drivers in ETS too, at a guess, leveled up a lot more than the ones in ATS, because for what we do know is in ETS, because of all the ferry trips and that, we've done more game days in ETS, which has allowed our drivers to drive more distances and level up quicker than ATS, because we've obviously got to drive everywhere, so we don't get that ferry which skips time, advances time for us. And that's why I don't understand. We've got that, and yet my drivers in ETS don't bring in the same amount of cash, or the same number, should I say, obviously. No, same amount of cash, because it's exactly the same anyway. We've got more drivers in ATS that bring in tens of thousands of dollars than we do in ETS, with the majority of them just bring in $1,000s of dollars. 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever it is. And the odd one that will bring in like in the $10,000 range. Yeah, well, they must make more, because like I said, they're lower levered, for sure. I mean, there's obviously some that would have already fully leveled up as well, but there'll be a lot more drivers in ETS with more levels, higher leveling in comparison. It's really interesting seeing all this and normal graphics without the season board. This is the autumn/full seasons mod global warming edition. That's what we'll go with. Well, I'm guessing that's corn. Actually, don't ever remember driving this way, but we have been this way. Don't remember seeing this. Is it corn? No, that's a bit too small, short to be corn, isn't it? Let's get a closer look. That didn't help. But it should be rememberable, because you go from an area where there's nothing, you remember it because there's nothing there, and you should remember this bit because you know there's at least a little something here to look at. You're looking forward to it. $12,000, look at that. Almost got enough for another truck. Well, we'll definitely be buying another garage in this stream, I get the feeling. We need 2 more trucks, a trailer, and then we can buy a garage. How much are we getting for this? There's 117 grand here in the back of the truck. We've still got another sleep to do, which will bring in a bit of money. Oh, I forgot to look at the stream workshop at the GPS mod I've got for ATS to see if there's anything been posted by the modder or about updating it, or see what people are saying, see if there's any response or anything like that. Just to see if we can get a gauge of whether or not it will be updated, because it'd be good to have that back. The other reason this might not be, well, I've forgotten or don't recognise this area is maybe I fell asleep driving through this last time. Which I'm sure is completely understandable. In fact, very logical and most likely. But I managed to drive all the way through here asleep, because there's nothing to crash into. So funny enough, this bit looks familiar. Probably because there's that bit in a lot of these lack of view roads around, especially in Montana. The old Montana, the coast to coast Montana. Oh, hang on, I'm just looking at our ETA. Apparently we should make it today. We'll be alright. So we haven't got another sleep to go. I will say though, this scenery right here sort of gives me the feeling of the vast size of the US. There's our next truck. What river's that? Let me know. That we're just driving over. Anyone know? Oh gee, you probably want to know what state we're in. We're in a terrible state. I'm falling asleep at the wheel. There's nothing to look at. Oh, well, there we go, North Pallet. That'll give you a little location. State of Portland. That's probably the best one. And accurate. Funny because it's true. This is so boring, this joke will even sound good. That river must be the watercolour river since we're passing Pallet. That sky movement is disorientating. That does not seem right. I know you've spent time up and everything else, but what, the Earth rotate? Oh, hello. The Earth's rotation as well. Apparently the Earth rotates, the sky doesn't. Or the sky rotates, the Earth doesn't. That's what that's giving me the feeling of. What's going on up here? Explain yourselves. I'm guessing it was because I had to deal with an intersection. Needed time to think. Do I get off here? Do I go straight ahead? Yeah, well, I mean, the little bit I saw last night with the pixels that I was given, it looked good. Only because I've got coast to coast to go by, so it looked better than that. But I was surprised the grass was a lot browner. I thought it'd be a lot greener up there. Look at that, 40 grand. Don't get that in ETS. $80, foot down. It's back to 75, naturally. Yeah, I was making an assumption about it though, mate. I don't recall ever seeing, I probably have, but not enough to remember on TV or anything like that what Montana looks like. The only thing I know that anything to do with the name Montana is Hannah. There's a lot of floating assets going on here. Geez, it's a little bit chilly today. Oh, back to 80. You saw me coming. So I'll change lanes. Oh, screw that. Get back into it. I know, I've seen him before. Tell you what I didn't take note of yesterday when we bought our Scania was the fuel capacity of the fuel tanks. I have no idea if I'll be filling up every 5 minutes or every 5 hours or every 5 days. This time it's 3 o'clock for me. We're looking at another 12 minutes. So roughly about 1:15. So yeah, I think I'll go and make my coffee at the end of this. And we pretty much, for this delivery and what the money we got now, got enough to do the last 2 trucks, maybe even the trailer. What do we need in total? 350 for 2 trucks and a trailer. So we might need to think about where we're going to move to next, Montana. Which I think was an agreement one that a couple of streams ago, or the last stream of ATS, we were talking about it. And I think everyone in chat was sort of mentioning we should get next garage in Montana. So I'll just take that as the vote. Signed, sealed and delivered, counted, tallied up. And been signed in. Let's just hope we don't have any issues. But like I said, the road connections, there are road connections in and out, which is fine. According to the forums, people have had no problems. Maybe the road connection's just a bit of a map thing. Possibly the map I use needs to be updated on the Steam Workshop. I doubt it though, because when new stuff's put in, it shows up automatically anyway. Look, trees! Lots of them. Shrubs and grass. Ooh, we're slowing down. Ah, son of a gun. Oh, it's getting chilly. Might rain too. Let's preempt. I get the feeling I'll catch up. Or not. Just as I put cruise control on. This is real interesting driving this way. It's actually a nice change with this view. Apart from bridges like this, I feel like I can get a free haircut. Just a little off the top. I said a little. Not my scalp. Oh, we got new truck stops on this as well. Didn't they do something about add new type of truck stops, or change them, or revamp them, should I say? Thought I saw one last night on Duck Stream. Or have I got that wrong? I'm thinking of something else. Anyone know? Did they redo the truck stops? Ooh, okay. That wasn't, yeah. I was pretty sure it was you that mentioned it ages ago. When the news of it came out. And then I saw, the one I saw on Duck Stories I've never seen before. But I wasn't sure if at the time he was in Montana or not. So I don't know if it was just once they added from Montana or... Even though I wasn't sure, I sounded pretty sure when I mentioned it to him last night when I said, oh, that's right, they've redone the truck stop. Nice to know I didn't make a liar out of myself. Right, we're 2 hours out. We're definitely going to have enough for 2 trucks. We won't have enough for, at the moment, a trailer. Hey, Dave, here, buddy. How you been, mate? Strong winds, yeah, disappointing because there isn't any strong winds, which would be very nice if they put into the game. Dealing with weather conditions. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Yeah, the one I saw last night, Causey, was... I've never seen it before. It was really good. No, actually, there's one there. It was very colourful compared to the old ones, the one I saw last night. There we go. 45. Right, now remember last time with the dropping of these off when we took the same type of cargo, the 3 Kenworths. Hopefully this time I don't have to go down the same route, choose the same option, implement the same plan. I really am doing a lot better than I thought driving in this view. Now I've said that, watch me crash. What do you mean I'm running out of fuel? Don't give me that rubbish. Oh. Oh, again, as soon as I hit the cruise control. And if I hadn't, it would have still been set for the 75 mile an hour speed limit.